So here are the facts you need to know to what I like to call, not just to avoid failure, because otherwise you let your client push you around, right? Oh, I only eat 1,000 calories a day. And this is a client that's 250 pounds sitting in front of you, right? I only eat 1,000 calories a day. And listen, I've worked with too many people. There was a time when I used to believe my clients. I know it was a long time ago, but there was, until I finally proved, oh, that's not right. Why do all the actors and actresses that I work with, and some of the, as you know, from Gold's Gym and everything else, the most famous people in the world, and I still do. Why do they all get to their goal? They're motivated and they follow what I tell them to do. Why do all the bodybuilders get to their goal? Because they have to, or they can't get on stage. And I'm not doing anything different. Why do 40% of some of the clients I work with, their body fat's not budging? Because I'm not going to go so far as to say they're liars. They're just not reporting to me proper information, because they're getting the same protocols and they are no different. They aren't the same human species, right? But here are the facts that you need to know to avoid failure and what I call internet distraction. So since the internet now, we're just looking for, I can't lose weight, I eat too little calories, is there starvation mode? And then you'll find all this junk up there. All right, so I'm just going to remove that. Let's get down to real facts, because there is no truth. There is no facts without truth. So you have to have truth based. So this is just the truth. All right, so facts you need to know to avoid failure and internet distraction. Fact: energy is neither created or destroyed. It is only transferred from one entity to another. So in other words, this is what we call the law of thermodynamics. And there's not a single mammalian structure that violates this law. It's like the law of gravity. We know it's real, which means you don't just walk down the street and go, oh, what happened? I got fat. That's not the way it works. If you're wearing it, you ate it. You transferred energy to the environment, you put it inside your body, and you didn't burn it all off, or it didn't get deposited in your lean body mass where you wanted it to, unless during your growth years, during puberty or before puberty. So again, energy, it's stored somewhere. And if too much is stored, you got to get rid of it, okay, which requires work. So it is only transferred from one form to another. All right. Rate of weight loss is always the average energy calorie deficit. Again, this just ties to the law of thermodynamics. Energy in, energy out. Energy is removed when you're in a deficit. If you're not taking enough energy in to support your mass, it's got to come from somewhere, because it can't be created. So it comes from your stores. And the goal is to direct it to the stores, your body fat stores. That's where we want to take it, right? And that's the bottom line. And there's no such thing as spot reducing, like somehow I'm going to get the body fat off my toes or my forehead or my gut. There is no such thing of any of those things. Keep that in mind. It's just going to get pulled hormonally. All right, and we'll look at that in a second here. Weight and body composition plateau. Here's the definition of it. Calories in equal calories out. It is the definition of energy balance, okay? Regardless of the human math. So when that client comes in or someone comes in and nothing has changed. Now, the reason I have weight and body composition, if you just said weight, that's not true. Because the body composition could be way more muscle and less body fat. But when body composition is stuck, you're 15% body fat and you're at 150 and you're stuck at that. That's a plateau. That means your energy in equals your energy out, unequivocally. Because energy is neither created nor destroyed, regardless of what that person is telling you. That's the point. Okay? If you want to continue to lose fat, it requires continuous adjustments in that calories in, calories out. Because the body, as we just talked about, is going to naturally adapt. It's going to try to figure out, I mean, if you're 250 pounds and you start and you lose 60 pounds of weight, you're not going to burn as many calories as when you were 260. So obviously, you're going to have to alter something dramatically, because you're carrying 60 pounds less weight around. Imagine carrying two 30-pound dumbbells, so one in this hand, your whole life, running on the treadmill with it. You're doing all that. You're burning a lot of calories. Now they're gone. Well, of course you're going to burn less. And your cardiovascular system's working better, so it's not stressing your bodies. You're burning less calories. You're more fit. So that's how the body adapts. Fitness actually you end up burning less calories and you're the same weight if you're more fit, because everything just works easier. And then, of course, All of that we can offset by adding lean body mass, which is why we are so adamant about resistance training. If I can add lean body mass, all those calories I have to drop, I don't have to drop them. That's what the goal is. Okay. The other one is this one. You ready? There is no limit to fat loss. You guys have all seen people starve to death. You've seen pictures of those. There is no limit until death, meaning that plateaus are avoided or broken by program adjustments. So when someone goes, I just can't, it's impossible. I brought my calories down to 500, you know, and I'm doing 2 hours of workouts a day. They're just wrong. Okay, that's all. They're just wrong. I'm not saying they're purposely lying or any of these things. I'm just giving you the experience of 40 years of working with people, right? But to that point, genetics, age, medications, and other things, as we know, can make progression more difficult, but it's not impossible. It just makes it harder. That's all.